I wanted to bring you guys along and kind of go over two fundamentals of shooting a cool up-pace video, and that is using a gimbal or using straight handheld. In today's video specifically, I want to talk about when to use handheld and when not to. If we're creating a cinematic video, or quote cinematic, and you want to keep the pace up there, you want to keep the people or the viewers that are watching, you want to keep them entertained. Now, we could shoot handheld and we can just simply act like a tripod, but there's no energy in that shot. So now, if we're using and want to create an upbeat video, for an example, one of my latest videos that I just posted, which is this video right here. So now if you want to create something like that, you have to have, the number one thing is to have a nice rig or camera system that has some weight to it. And the reason why is because the heavier your camera, the less shaky or jitter movements you're going to have to your shot. And the reason why I say that is because you're going to be doing a lot of running in and out. So now there's a lot of ways of shooting handheld footage, and one of the things that you have to keep in mind is what lenses you are going to be using to be shooting handheld and creating a look for yourself. You can use autofocus lenses or manual focus lenses. Now, I choose to use manual focus lenses maybe 70% of the times I'm shooting, only because it's just a lens choice, and I'm using these lenses just because they have a different character than all the other photography lenses that you can use. So now when you're using manual focus lenses, you have to set your focus prior to when you're shooting. So for an example, this shot right here of Brendan getting a scoop of the BCAAs and pouring in his cup, I set that focus first. So then I backed up and then I recorded and then I ran in, and boom, it's going to be that part's going to be in focus. Now you are going to have times where things are going to be out of focus, in focus, but you're really only going to be using the shot that's going to be in focus. A little bit of an awkward spot, but I figured. So we talked about lens choice, we talked about camera rig. Now the third most important thing is the type of feel and energy you want to put into your video. Now, the way I think of this is, instead of using a gimbal, you're doing like a dolly in shot. We're going to be doing the exact same, but we're going to be using just our hands on the camera and our feet to be running in. Now, the best way to do this as possible is to have one hand underneath the camera, and most importantly is maybe using a top handle so it's not awkward for you to grab the camera and you're able to place it in and tuck it in by your ribs, just to have someone a little bit more support. Now, I'm going to post a photo here that was taken by one of Brandon's buddies, just to show you of how I'm holding the camera and doing these movements. So now the best way I like to do this is just to figure out, like, you know, the type of energy and the song choice you're going to be using. Now, if you're going to be using an upbeat, fast-paced song, you're going to want a lot of moving shots, which is going to keep the energy up there. So that's the best kind of input I can give to people that are always asking, how are your handheld shots so stable? One thing is, you know, to keep that pace up there, a lot of running in shots and planning your focus ahead of time and making sure that focus is spot on. Otherwise, most of the stuff you're going to be shooting is going to be blurry because it's manual focus. So always keep your shots in a fast-paced look. That's what's going to keep your video entertaining. That's what's going to keep your video, you know, appealing, and it's going to look different than others.
Je m'appelle Sylvie et j'ai commencé à boxer parce que j'étais malade. La boxe m'a tellement apporté, c'est un challenge que j'ai pris et aujourd'hui, je ne peux plus m'en passer. La boxe m'a permis de sortir d'une place étroite et noire. C'est grâce à la boxe aujourd'hui que j'arrive à accomplir de belles choses. Ça me pousse tellement physiquement et mentalement, que je me sens invincible. Je n'ai plus peur. Everlast Canada m'a donné l'opportunité de partager ma passion et mon amour pour la boxe.
So that's it for today's video. I hope my input can help you guys out there that are doing handheld, that are trying to get better handheld look. Like I said, you know, get a nice heavy rig, top handle, make your rig as heavy as possible, manual focus or autofocus lenses, and also movement. And all these things are going to help you create a better handheld look for your video, your audience, and, you know, upcoming projects. And it's just going to create a better overall energy, video vibe, and hopefully, you know, you guys can use these examples that I just talked about and put them to future projects, and, you know, there's going to be a progress there. And that's the whole point of us filmmakers out there right now that are trying to shoot. The whole point of us shooting is, you know, getting better and creating better projects. I hope this video helped you guys out, and peace out. We'll see you guys next video.